Hello, welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today's Yoga Sculpt class combines vinyasa yoga with strength training for a complete total body strength and sculpt workout. We will slow it down near the end of class for that ever important yoga stretch and Shavasana, but for now, place those weights at the top of your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin down on our backs with knees bent. Take the feet to the edges of your mat. Arms are going to come up into a goalpost shape and begin to drop your knees over to the right and then to the left. Just beginning to gently awaken those core muscles, the midsection. Got a lot of core work in this class today. Let's do one more time each side. And then bring the feet hip distance apart, knees right over those ankles, arms at your sides. Press your hips up into bridge pose and then extend the arms over your head. And then lower back to the mat, arms to your sides. Again, inhale, lifting the arms up and the hips, and release. Continue a few more times at your own pace. Really engage the muscles in the glutes, the back. One more time. And now hug the knees into the chest, lift the shoulders up off the mat. See if you can just tuck into a ball. Squeeze the belly muscles, lift, lift, lift. Now we're gonna start to alternate the leg extension. So keep that right knee in, extend the left leg out, and then switch. Keep those shoulders lifted and switch. And let's go. Switch, switch, good. Continue. That belly's pressing down into the spine, shoulders lifted. Let's do about 10 more. There's 10, 9, 2, and 1. Both knees in. Rock it up to have a seat. Just sit comfortably, legs crossed, reach the arms up. Lean it over to the right. And lengthen all through that left side of the body, keeping the left hip down on the mat. Then extend both arms up and switching sides, lean it over to the left. Lengthen through the fingertips, find that nice stretch. Lifting up, bring the feet underneath you, shifting your weight, heels are up. And now we're gonna start to move into ragdoll. So slowly start to straighten the legs, taking them hip distance apart. Cradle those elbows and start to sway side to side. Just really lengthening all down the back side of the body. Now take the hands near the mat. You can bend the knees as much as you need here and just start to shift your weight side to side, alternate bending your knees gently. And then come to the center, deeply bend that right knee and take the left arm up as you straighten the left leg for a standing twist. Bring it down, switch sides, deeply bend the left, straighten the right, right arm extends up. And forward fold. We're gonna roll it up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Again, really scoop those abs in. Move near the top of your mat, meet me in mountain pose, Tadasana. We're gonna flow through the sun salutation series to finish up our warm up. Inhale, reach the arms over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, lengthen your spine, try to flatten your back. Forward fold. Step back to a high plank. Let's pause here in our plank. Shoulders over wrist, fingers spread wide. Always know if you need support at any time, take those knees to the mat. Shift your weight forward, and then with the elbows in, start to bend. Lowering to the mat. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Lift your chest for cobra. And then flip the feet over, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Our first down dog. So again, let's pause, alternate bending your knees, stretch it out. And then pause, holding in down dog. Lift those hips up. Look forward, step the right foot, then the left. Half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen, half lift. And fold. Stepping back to high plank. Shift forward, bend the elbows halfway this time for chaturanga. Flipping your feet, upward facing dog. Cobra is an option. And come into down dog. Look forward, step the left foot and then the right, big steps there. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, rising up, high mountain. Let's do that one more time through, forward fold. Half lift and fold. Step back to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Look forward, step or float, feet to hands. Half lift and fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Let's meet me in mountain pose, arms at your sides. Sit back into chair. Forward fold. Surya Namaskar B. Now lengthen. Step back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Step the right foot forward, high lunge. Pause here, front knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Flow through the half series. Left foot steps forward, high lunge. So that's a big step, take your time getting there. Find your pose. Hands to the mat, half series flow. So building heat, working on our endurance and strength throughout this flow. And pause. Looking forward, feet to hands. Forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Sit back into chair. One more time through. Inhale up. Forward fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing. And downward. Right foot forward. Warrior lunge. Hands to the mat. Vinyasa flow through that half series. Finding every pose. Left foot forward. High lunge. Hands to the mat. Vinyasa flow. All right, so hopefully you are nice and warm. Pause here, breathe. Smile. Looking forward, feet to hands. And fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. And mountain pose. Let's balance. We're gonna balance on that right foot. Take the left foot back behind you. Arms at your sides. Warrior three. Try to make a T shape with your body. Hips level. Step back to that high lunge. So we're working on balance throughout this little segment. You're gonna sweep your arms to your side and drive your knee to your chest. Ready? Here we go. Lift up, find balance. High lunge. Again, knee to chest. High lunge. 3 more times. Lift and back. 2 more. Lift, be tall. Last one, hold this one. Hold, hold, hold. Chair pose. You're doing beautifully. Bring your feet together. Lift your heels, sink a little deeper for balancing chair. Arms extended, back straight. Holds for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, hold. You got it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And forward fold. Beautiful job. Step back to high plank. From here, your feet are together. Roll to your right side to a side plank. So we're working on balance. You can stay here or see if you can lift the top leg away from the bottom. Hold for 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, place that foot in the center of your mat. A little bit more supported here. Now drop your hips and then lift and sweep the arm over the head. Again, drop and lift. Squeeze those oblique muscles and lift. 2 more. Last one. Down dog. Beautiful job. Looking forward, feet to hands. Half lift and fold. Rise up and mountain pose. Let's try it on the left side. Left foot forward, right back. Lean it over, warrior three. Again, try to make that T shape, level your hips. High lunge. Find your pose. Find that position, then we're gonna start the knee drives. Ready? Lift, knee to chest, find balance. Step it back. Again, lift and back. 3 more. Hold this one. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Chair pose. Feet and knees together. Lift those heels, balancing chair. Bend a little deeper. Balance it. Holds it for 10, 9. Hold it. Sink a little deeper. You've got this. Hold it. And fold forward. Step back to that high plank. Feet together. Roll to your left side. Side plank. Stay or lift the top leg away from the bottom and hold for 10, 9, and place that foot in the center of the mat. Drop the hips. Press, lift up, reach. 1, 2, 2 more. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Let's take the knees to the mat. Child's pose. Send those hips back. Keep those arms reaching forward. I'm going to give you a nice stretch here. Now meet me back in downward facing dog. Take your hands to the edges of your mat, fingers still going forward. You're looking through the legs. Bend your elbows, lower the head to where it might even touch the mat, and then press back up. Continue, down and press. Down dog push-ups. Great for strengthening your upper body. Continue. You can do this. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Hands come back in line with the shoulders. Hold it. One leg dog. Lift that right leg up, but bend the knee. Allow your hip to open. We're going to do some corkscrews. Take that right knee, come forward, take it over to the left elbow into that high plank, and then lift it back up. Again, tap and lift. Tap and lift. There's 3 more. 2, a lot of core work in this one. You can do this. One leg dog. Step it forward. Now we pick up your weights. Bring it up. Set your feet like you're going to be in pyramid. So feet hip distance apart. Come over into that airplane. Elbows up to the waist. Tricep kickback. Start. Halfway there, you've got this. Keep that back nice and straight. Two more. Good. Stand it up. Feet stay the same. Take the weights end to end. Back straight. Lean over. See if you can tap the floor and come up. Again. Squeeze when you come up, that entire back side, especially the glute of that forward right leg. Good. Keeping our back nice and strong. We're going to do 4 more of those. Good, bring it up. Warrior 2, so step that back foot, open it. Front knee over ankle, arms here. You're gonna come up halfway, palms are up to the sky. Give me a bicep curl of the ear and repeat it. Here we go, up and in. You're doing beautifully. Getting stronger every time you step onto the mat. Let's do 4 more. You've got it. Keep that front knee bent. Good. Now just the bicep curl part for 8, 7, 2 more. Beautiful. Bring it up. Put both weights into that right hand. Meet me in a sun goddess pose with those legs. Left arm up right here by your ear. Those weights, you're going to go into a lateral bend behind the thigh. Come up, down, and lift. I'll say it one more time. Lots of core work in this one. That was kind of my theme when I put this one together. You're doing great. There's 4, 2, and 1. Bring it up, weights to chest. Adjust your left foot. You're gonna be facing more the back of your mat. Toes to the left, right foot 90-degree angle, so triangle lift. You're gonna keep the weights at the chest, lean it over like for a triangle pose. Lift up and press the weights. Here we go. Over and up. Two more. Keep those weights at your chest, pivot to the back of your mat, left foot is forward, lift the right heel up, come forward into a diagonal, reverse flies, take those arms wide. You have a straight line from the top of your head, down your body to the heel, back straight, let's go. Keep that forward knee bent, you've got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down, down dog. Bend those knees to the mat, child's pose, stretch it out. Bring it forward, down dog, so you know what's coming. Widen those hands to the edges of your mat. Looking through the feet or through the knees. Bend the elbows, lower the head. Here we go, push-ups. There's 1. Bring the hands in line with the shoulders, down dog. One leg dog, lift that left leg up, bend that knee, open up the hip. Start the corkscrew, come forward. Touch that knee to that right elbow, lift it back up. Two more. One leg dog. Step that foot forward, pick up your weights. Set up your feet like pyramid. Pose. Weights to your sides, lean it over halfway into that airplane. Elbows up, kick it back, tricep kickbacks. Two more. Good, lift it up, weights end to end. Here we go, lean it over so you can tap the weights to the floor, squeeze, come back up. Here we go. Slow and controlled. So really squeeze the glute and hamstring of that left leg when you come up. Last one. Good, warrior 2. Open it up. Palms forward. Lift up to the shoulders, bicep curl, and repeat it. Keep that left knee bent, you're doing great. That isometric hold, we are getting stronger in that low body. You've got it. Now bicep curl only for 8, here we go. You are strong. Bring it up, both weights into the left hand, lower body in sun pose, sun goddess. Right hand up, weights behind that left thigh, lateral bends for 1. Stay low in those legs. I say it because I catch myself starting to come up. 1 more. And come up. Adjust your feet back towards the front of your mat. Right toes forward. Set it up for a triangle lift. So you lean it over. You lift it up and then you press. Again. Be sure when you're leaning over, you're staying lined up over that forward leg. Last one. Weights to chest, pivot to that lunge to the front of your mat. Right foot is forward. Weights to your sides, diagonal position. Lean it over that right leg. Reverse flies. 1, 2. Really squeezing the back muscles and the back of the shoulders. Let's go. 8 to go. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Weights to the mat. Downward facing dog. Come forward. Knees to the mat. We're going to meet me down, laying flat on your belly. Bring it down. You're gonna bring your arms into goalpost shape. So we're gonna do the first set without the weights. So they're just there, goalpost arms. I want you to lift into locust, elbows bent, and lower down. Lift, lift, and lower, lift, lower. So core muscles is not just your abs, it is all around that torso. Really important that we keep our back muscles strong. Lift and lower. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Send it back. Come back forward. We're gonna do 1 more set. This time we're gonna extend the arms out like a T shape, and I'm gonna hold my weights this time. If it becomes too much, don't use the weights. Ready? Lift up. There's 1, and down. 2. It shouldn't be easy. 3. You've got it. This is so good for those upper back muscles, back of the shoulder. Let's do about 4 more. Great for improving your posture. 3, 2, and 1. And it's not easy. Take it back to child's pose. At least it isn't for me. Stretch that out. Now come up and meet me in a seated position. We're gonna do boat pose. I'm gonna do mine with holding the weights at my chest. That is an option for you. So find those sits bones, weights to chest, point the toes. Meet me in boat pose. Really want you to point your toes here, keep your back straight, lift the right leg, and now the left. Squeeze the quads, the front of the thigh. We are sculpting them. Squeeze tight, squeeze. Back straight. You got it. Now let's try both legs same time for 8, 7. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Bring your knees into your chest. Sit up tall. All right, so the next exercise, we always focus a lot on stretching out the hip flexors. We are going to strengthen them. I want you to extend your legs. Place one weight to the outside of that right leg. Sit up tall. Lower abs are gonna be engaged here, so sit up nice and tall. If you need your hands behind you for support, do so. You're gonna lift that right leg over the weight and back. So little itty bitty rainbow shape. Toe is pointed, you are squeezing. You are going to probably start to feel this in your hip flexor. Keep going. Low abs in. You're just lifting, making those small rainbows. Maybe starting to feel it now. Hold it right here. Hold it straight up for 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. That weight goes to the outside of the left. Sit it up. Ready? Little rainbows. Lift and tap, 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 tap. Up tall, abs in. I'm already starting to feel it on this side. This is my weaker side. Sometimes we all have that dominant side. My left is my non-dominant. I'm already feeling this. This is why it's really good to work one side at a time. All right, here we go. Pulse it straight up. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. You can just put those weights out of the way for now. Lower it down onto your back. Knees bent. Interlace those hands behind your head. Lift your shoulders up. Lift the knees over your hips. So you're going to take your right elbow over to the left knee like a bicycle, but then you're going to lift that right leg up and down and then switch. Switch, lift, lift, switch, lift, switch, continue. So while we hold, we're just lifting and lowering that leg one time. Eight to go. You can do this. Bicycle it only. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. We're going to start to slow it down and stretch it out. So rock it up to have a seat. I'm going to turn and face you. Knees bent. Take that right foot underneath over to that left hip. And then do the same, stacking the left on top. Extend your arms. Left under right, eagle arms. Lift those shoulders, stretch out that upper back. Releasing the arms, fold forward. So as we slow, let's see if we can really connect to our breath here. Deep breaths in and out. Slow it down. Sitting up, extend that left leg out. We're going to do a half straddle. Right foot is bent in. Reach the right arm up as you lean it over. And lift it up. Reach both arms up, sit it up nice and tall. Twist over, left hand to the outside of that right knee. So you've worked hard. Now we get that benefit of that deep and relaxing stretch. Coming out of your twist, let's go back to where we started. And this time, left foot goes underneath over to that right hip. Right leg stacks on top. Extend the arms. Right arm under left. Lift those elbows. Releasing the arms, lean it over any amount. Trying to keep both sits bones down on the mat. Sit it up, extend that right leg out for your half straddle. Get these weights out of the way. Lift that left arm, so lengthen up, and then start to lean it over. Let's sit it up. Turn to face the front of your mat, legs extended, toes up. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. We're going to start to roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Knees to chest. Gently rock side to side. Happy baby pose. Peace fingers around the big toes, thumbs on top, guide the knees down. Trying to stack the ankles over the knees. See if you can press your entire spine all the way down to your tailbone into the mat. Take a full body stretch, lengthen the legs, reach the arms over the head, breathe it in. And then pull that right knee into the chest. And we're going to bring it into our spine twist, but I'm going to add a variation here for you. So you're in your spine twist, bend that bottom left leg. See if you can place that foot into that right hand, and then see if you can lower your shoulders back to the mat. Come out of that, take another full body stretch, just stretch it out, arms and legs. And then that left knee pulls in, drop it into your spine twist with the optional quad stretch. Shoulders down on your mat. And releasing. One more full body stretch. Take a deep breath in, lengthen it out. And then bring your arms to your sides, separate your feet, close your eyes, don't rush off. You've worked hard, so let's spend a few moments in Shavasana. So just find some stillness and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Let's begin to take some awakening breaths, deep breaths, as we begin to move the fingers, the toes, hands and feet. And then bring your knees in and roll to your side. Pause here for just a moment. Tell yourself, good job for showing up. You did amazing. And then help yourself up to have a seat. You did beautifully. I know you did. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. Let's take a breath in, arms up, hands to prayer at our heart center. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks again for joining me for this class. If you loved it, please let me know in the comments below. Share it with a friend, and I hope to see you in class again real soon. Have a blessed day.